There is great inside joke between me and Ibrahim. I've known Ibrahim since he was a kid, literally. So this guy. Really. I've seen you grow up, and there is a potential that is phenomenal. But we have to build on that potential. We cannot just say, you know, we're going to come to run periods, finish up 4 degrees, start families, and the rest is history. No, we're going to take some practical measures with us, as we have taken some of the scientific and practical knowledge to advance our cause. With that, I will stop and we'll look at the calendar, inshallah, for next week. And also, there is yeah, I will let you know today, inshallah. Any questions?
So, say that somebody has all of these characteristics, right?
Person has all of these characters.
And he makes one mistake. One mistake, so there's one mistake, like, or he hangs out with them all the time.
Yes.
And you tell him he does all the things, so he makes it fast. Like, to get excuses, I'm not going to do bad, he makes fun of excuses, so
keep up with the young man or the young lady. Don't give them up. Because the last thing you want to do is to let them to shaitan. To shaitan, if you are that reminder of what is good in the right environment, in the right context, and a person just gives up, that person who just makes one mistake. I mean, remember, earlier you saw me drinking. That is even graver. Because drinking will let me to talking to women, will let me probably even kill someone, which are some of the gravest mistakes. What I encourage with situations like that is for you guys and ladies, respectively and separately, to have a small getting together where you come and sit down for a half hour every week and just chat. And when you chat, you don't have to do it to the person themselves. You don't say, you do this, but do it as the Prophet Muhammad, when he sees something wrong, what he would do. Does anybody know? Anyone? When the Rasul in the sitting of the companions, he would see someone doing something wrong. What does he do?
He'll give a speech about it or something.
Okay, but in what style? Extremely gentle. He would always say, "Ma balu qawmi." What's wrong with the people? It was never what's wrong with Mohamed Filali, because everyone else would feel exactly what you said earlier, that everyone is free of that mistake, only Mohamed Filali does it. And all of us have a hollow over our heads and angels walking and mashallah alayna yani ishi muhtaram. No, in reality, everybody, and you are absolutely right, that we all make mistakes. Because the last thing you want to do is burden the person with the guilt. But allow them. Sometimes it's important to make them feel guilty for them to be shaken. But then again, give them little drops of mercy of Allah. In that context, so tell the person, always remain with that person. Would you go out and hang out with him at the sea with the girl? No. You make it clear that that behavior is not acceptable. That's the sea. You don't go with the person to the sea where he's hanging out with the girl.
So that one is the hadith from the church when you start your work.
Yes. So like you join the crowd.
But by hanging out with them, they don't talk to you. Like it's a psychological.
Yeah, it is psychological, and I would just refer to the hadith of the Rasul عليه الصلاة والسلام. من رأى منكم منكرا فليغيره بيده فإن لم يستطع فبلسانه فإن لم يستطع فبقلبه وذلك أضعف الإيمان. If anyone sees something wrong, he has to change it with his hand or her hand. If not, with his or her tongue. If not, at least they have to feel that this is wrong. And try to reverse the hadith. That's exactly the iman. You believe with your heart and mind. You say the shahada. And you make salah. So you just reverse. The reversal of how Iman and Islam is working. Imran. That's it. Grant now. With Imran and finish.
No, I was just going to say that no, but what I feel like it's a very delicate thing when it comes to how you approach them. If you do, like especially with a close friend, if you see him, you know, for example, doing something that you know is wrong, or that could lead to something wrong, if you automatically like dispel him and you stop hanging, he'll automatically categorize you as, you know, this person is judging me. So now I don't want to listen to him no matter what, and I'll be stubborn. So you have to be very delicate, you know, with these terms of things.
Advice. How would you be delicate with a situation like that?
Yeah, like the thing is, you can't. You really, like, for example, like, you know, what Hassan's trying to get at is that even if you just hang out with this person, even if he's by himself, maybe the fact that you're with him, it'll make it more acceptable to do what he does, which is true. However, what you have to do, it's true. It is hard, but you have to be smart about it. That, like, you know what? Instead of me, let me be the one who makes the plan. Let him become a part of my plan. Let me try to get him to hang out with me, do what I do.
Right.
So if you could do that, if you could successfully get that done, then that's where, like, that, you know, you're making him a part of what you do. Right? That's the better approach.
There's also, like, in the case of hanging out with the opposite sex. And attraction to the opposite sex is a natural thing. It is not unnatural. If it were not natural, we would be like worried about ourselves, right? Just hanging out with the boys, looking like me. There, in that situation. But where do we stop? That's the $64,000 question. Just because I have a desire to do something, does that mean I just work on my desire and that's it? The rest is history? There's no standard? Or there is a limit of boundaries that I set for myself? Otherwise, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would not have mandated for us to fast. Because the fasting are those boundaries that we set for ourselves. We say, we don't drink, we don't eat. And now with that drinking and eating, that concludes our discussion, and we'll let you have a good time.